Hey everyone, what's up? So welcome back to Day Trade with Tony, and this is the today's trade recap. It is Tuesday, what day is it? It's the 18th today, isn't it? So yesterday was 17th. I've lost a day somewhere. It's Tuesday, the 18th of April, and it wasn't a good start today. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about the stock market. Very difficult day to trade today. In fact, the markets are just sideways. They're very choppy. Some stocks were up, but some stocks were down, and it was pretty much, go nowhere, do nothing type of market today. It was up, it was down. It was like a bride's night gown. It was all. There was just not a lot of clean trades to take up until kind of power hour. So I traded 5 stocks today, and I've had a microscopic green day. Well, $500 green today. Actually, after fees and charges, it'll be a red day, but it's certainly better than where I was. So I finished the live stream this morning, and I was about $25,000 down. And I was about $14,000 down on PTPI, so Petros Pharmaceutical. And I traded that in power hour. So I went away, didn't trade again. After I closed the stream down, I didn't trade again. I was $25,000 down. I was not trading well. I'd taken 4 trades, 3 of them big red ones. So I was red nearly 5,300 on HTGM. I was red 5,750 on ALLR, and I was red to the tune of about $14,000 on PTPI, which is Petros Pharmaceutical. We decided during the live stream we started calling it pot pie, but which I thought was kind of humorous. So I was down red on pot pie, but I made about $7,000 back on pot pie, and that I'll show you where in just a second. So I was about 18,000, about 18,000 down, just over 18,000 down overall as the market closed. But earnings season is in earnest. So there was interactive brokers, they had the regional banks dropping earnings, likes of Western Alliance. Interactive brokers dropped earnings, United Airlines dropped earnings, all of this after hours. But the one thing that I traded after hours was Netflix. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't have a bigger account today because I withdrew some after last month, but I don't get as much margin after hours as I would do kind of pre-market and the regular session. I get overnight, what's known as overnight margin. So I'm only allowed kind of 2x of whatever equity position I have. So the most I could really take was kind of 1,000, 1,500 shares maybe at a push of Netflix. So I traded it both ways. Initially, it sold off, and I was thinking it was a liquidity grab, so I waited, but it carried on selling off. So I went short. And I managed to make $2,000 before I covered on that. And then as it reversed, I went long and made $17,000. I'll show you that trade. It really is magical. So I'll tack that trade. I'll tack the Netflix trade on the back of this this recap, and you can watch that. And I'll speed it up obviously because I'm not doing much talking, and you don't want to be sat around for half an hour, which is effectively how long it took to go from however low it went up back up to kind of 330. So yeah, thank heavens for Netflix. That's all I can say. It severely red and then went back green on the day. So let's just talk through what we've done all day today. So the first thing we traded was YS Biopharma, and as this made its move up, there's a bit of a pullback, then a move up, and I managed to get some of this as it moved up here before it then started to pull back. I missed the early push because I'm not permitted to trade before 7:30. I missed the early push, and then as we got this pullback here, I was able to get in and get a little piece of that, and I managed to get $600 out of that before it pulled back. And I didn't trade that. It kind of just went kind of sideways for most of the day. It made a little bit of a move, but then it just didn't really a little bit late, as you can see. It made a little move at the open, but then just kind of sold off and didn't really do much else. So that was YS Biopharma. Started off, that was okay. I'm kind of $600 up, but then I traded the old pot pie. So Petros Pharmaceutical, pot pie. And I traded this here just kind of as we started to make as it started to make its move up. Managed to get in there and a little bit of profit to start off with, and then I doubled my position up here and it held as it started to pull back, and I ended up pretty much, I think I got a hit down here on this candle for a significant loss. And then as it made its way back up again here, kind of looking for another breakout. And I was in quite heavy on this particular ticker. I was in like 10,000 shares. So I re-entered for the move back up, for the break of the $0.50, for the move back up, and it faked me out and pulled back, and I got out down here again. So I was coming into the open, and I was significantly down on this particular ticker coming into the open, and then I thought, okay, gap and go time. So it started to make its move up as it broke these pre-market highs here. I got in fairly heavy, managed to take a little bit of profit up at the top, and then as it pulled back to the VWAP and moved back up, I added to the position and it pulled back up. I got caught in this flush, and I tried to get out here. I couldn't get filled because it flushed into a downwards halt, and I tried to get filled, and my orders kept getting rejected, so I just couldn't get filled. I think I got like I was in for 10,000 shares, and I got 2,500 filled. And then when on resumption, as it pushed back down, I got out here for a healthy loss. So I was about $14,000 down on that. That pretty much set the tone for the day. The next thing that I traded after pot pie was HTGM. So HTGM, very volatile stock, moved up into a halt, gapped up on resumption, pulled back, and then moved up into another halt. This time it gapped down. It was kind of volatile this way. So I'm kind of watching this for some kind of volatile moves. As it starts to make its way back up, I entered the position on this candle here, and as we make new highs, and I doubled down for a VWAP bounce, and then I ended up getting stopped out here. So, but this was just bad trade management, bad trade selection. The spreads were huge. The range was very volatile. The spreads were huge, and I ended up getting out for a horrible loss, just over $5,000. So that took me kind of like $18,000 in the hole, and then we traded ALLR. So this was coming to the bottom of the hour here. So we traded this as it started to make its move up, and move up, pull back, and looking for the continuation. Get in, and I got in heavy here, and it didn't follow through. So rather than getting out for a first candle makes a new low like I should have done, being disciplined, I just wasn't disciplined on my risk management today. I ended up getting out on this one as it broke down kind of the $0.50. So funnily enough, straight after I got stopped out there, it moved up and broke highs like I was expecting it to do here. So Murphy's Law, as they say. So ended up 5,700 down on that one as well. So that was me done. I traded 4 stocks. Only one was green at the time, and that was me done. I shut it down. I locked my montage, walked away, took the dog for a walk, went and did a bit of shopping, and went and had some dinner. And then I came back for Power Hour. So I came back for Power Hour, and pot pie started to move. So as you can see, throughout the day, it just kind of didn't really do much. If I look at Petros Pharma, the volume just died out and didn't really do much at all. And I was not looking at it at all at this stage anyway. But then it just started to make a move up, and it moved up with a little bit of volume there. Then the volume started to come back in. So I got in through, there was a nice kind of pullback as it moved up, and a little bit of a pullback here. So I got in for the break of $5, or it broke $5 and pulled back. So I got in for the retest of $5, the break up, and I was able to ride that up. And then I got stopped out on this candle here. As it moved up and then pulled back, I got stopped out, so using my stops. And then as it started to make its, looking for a bounce on the VWAP, so I got in here. It did pull back. I just held through it, and then it moved up, and I managed to get almost like 50 cents on this, because the spreads were quite wide. I got about 50 cents on this one as it moved up and broke $6. I did end up getting stopped out on because I got a 20-cent stop on this candle. So all in all, I made about $7,000 back on that one. So I ended up, I was about $18,000 coming into the close. And then we traded Netflix. So coming into the close, Netflix not really doing a lot. It's kind of very, although it looks kind of volatile there. It's in real terms, it's just ranging between $2 range or whatever it is. So then it sold off hard. And I'm watching this already. So this is the one that I was between Interactive Brokers, United Airlines, and Netflix. So I saw this at 320, and I was thinking of going short at 320 and thinking, hang on, is this just a liquidity grab before it takes off? My initial thoughts were that it was just a liquidity grab. And then it carried on selling. So on this candle here, I got in here, and then I covered as we got all the way down to kind of 292, and then it started to pull back. So I covered, and then as it started to make a move up, I entered a position at kind of 302 and doubled down at 307 or whatever it was, and just rolled that up. So 500 shares here, then another 500 shares here, and I'll tack on the recording of this this up, and then it started to move up. So I got out here, and then I was able to get back in and ride this up for the rest of the way. It's actually up at 335s now. So I got out when it started consolidating at the red-green line. As it broke this line is kind of where I got out, but it's already up there now at 330. It's been up at kind of 340 almost now. So up as high as 339.74 already. So that's Netflix, and thank goodness for it. So I made $17,000 trading that to the long side, almost $2,000 trading it to the short side, and that got me green on the day. I probably should have stayed in it. In hindsight, now watching this after hours now, probably should have stayed in it for a little bit longer, and it probably could have got me to goal on the day. So I got out kind of 333. So this going up to 339. That's another $6 there. I probably could have got to goal if I'd stayed in it. But look, shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's Netflix for you. And that's the trading done for the day. And I'm not going to get any formal about Netflix being, above 340 or above where I got it and continuing to go. It started to consolidate sideways. The best of the move. I got the best of the move. So just to be green, it's an absolute win. I was trading absolutely terribly this morning. The first three trades I took, well, the 3 or 4 trades that I took that took me red were just horrible. My risk management was off point. My entries weren't great. My whole judgment was off, and I was just not trading well. So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you're just not feeling it. Red days are inevitable. Red days happen. However, I've now had a green day, so I've gone from $25,000 red to having a green day. Technically having a green day. In reality, it's a red tip. After fees and charges, it's going to be slightly red. But look, I'll take the green day in terms of the statistical winning streak, and where we are on April. Like I'll take it as a green day. But yeah, it's a massive turnaround. No, it's not the first time I've gone red to green in my career. It's not the first time I've managed to. I've gone from bigger red positions and gone green on the day. So yeah, it's a massive turnaround from my point of view. But I've got to be happy with that. So let's take a look at the statistics, shall we? Okay, so this is my equity curve for the day. So I went 600 up green, then kind of down 6,000, down 15,000, down 20,000, down 25, and back up the other side. So yeah, that's my equity curve for the day. So let's have a look at the actual reports and how this transpires. So let's have a look at March first before we look at the year to date, and April. Sorry, not March. Okay, so we're pretty much recovered from where we are. We've got no drawdown. Let's have a look at the win-loss expectation. I was expecting a big drawdown, but we didn't. Not having get one actually today, but you can see that slight, ever so slight increase. It was kind of a flat one today. Not really didn't really do much. It was just $515 in terms of gain, but that's largely down to Netflix. My largest trade of the month is Netflix to the long side, and I've had significant losses as well. So that's just the way it is. So yeah, statistics wise, 75% in my favor. So a 3-to-1 in terms of winning versus losing trades. A good K ratio. So risk versus reward. Not today. My risk versus reward today was absolutely shocking. But risk versus reward 2.43 across the course of the month. So that's not bad at all. And then if we look at kind of what we're trying to achieve so far. Win-loss expectation, usually it's 3-to-1. Let's have a look at how that puts us on the year. I think I've covered this yesterday, so I shouldn't really need to do this. But yeah, so we've still got a little way to go for getting to goal on April, but we're already over goal, so we're considerably over goal. So we've got now 36K to do before to be pro rata 1 month ahead. So we're in a very good spot at the moment. I'll be doing it again tomorrow. It's going to be a big. Actually, I've got a meeting later in the evening. What kind of 1 p.m. market time? So that'll be 6 p.m. So aside from that, I'll be doing an all-day stream tomorrow. I've got a meeting with the Benzinga guys. So I've got some discussions going on with the guys from Benzinga tomorrow. So we'll about partnerships and things. So aside from that, I'll be doing a stream all day tomorrow. So come join me. We'll start an hour before the market opens. So that's 8:30 market time, East Coast, New York. It's 1:30 where I'm based here in Ireland. Irish summertime, British summertime, it's the same thing. If you're anywhere else, work out your time zone, and I hope to see you there. We'll be doing a long stream tomorrow, so about 6-7 hours long tomorrow. So come join me, live trading all day long with that, half an hour to an hour when I'll be on having a meeting with the Benzinga guys. But apart from that, we'll be, as I say, streaming all day tomorrow. Come join me then. In the meantime, enjoy this Netflix after hours trade, and I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy. acquired. Netflix selling off before the market. Oh, yeah. Wrap this up as well. I don't think I'm going to get filled now. Ah, got it. Which they still back up to like kind of 15 or whatever. Back over 310, I'll be happy. You go. There you go. This is good. This is good. This is very good. This is good. Oh, look at this. Freeze line. Freeze line. Freeze line. The only one. Freeze line. Yeah, keep going. 320. Looking for 320. And just lock in half. Locked in half. This is unbelievable. Can we go green on the day? Can we get 330, 325, 325, I'll cover half. Take half off again. 325. 322 there, on the ask. I'll take half off. It's kind of making me alone, I'm gone. Can I get green on this red? That's the question.
A few moments later.
Nice. I'll take that. Really good. $54. 59. Can I get green on this? Let's get green. Certainly can. Come on, Netflix, all the way. Let's go green on the day. Let's go green. Go on, Netflix. See, let's go green on the day. Come on, hit that green line. Let's see if we're green on the day. 333. That's 332. Oh, that's 333. It's going green on the day. Oh my goodness. Netflix, can you get me to goal? Oh fuck, I'm getting out the break even now. Go green on the day, Netflix. 335. $19,000 on Netflix. That's the break even. Where am I? There we go. 17,000 on Netflix. I'll take that. I'm done for the day. It's a small losing day, but I'm done.